If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
We're back. What is going on, Mavericks? We're back with another episode of The Unusual Mavericks. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the bearded one, Just Dominic. What is going on?
Hey, Kwame. Glad to be back. And hey, everybody.
What is
we got
going
a
on,
lot
y'all?
to discuss today. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Thank you guys for coming on in. Yes. Come on in. Go ahead and make sure you guys like if you haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button if you are not a part of the Pyro fam, and become a Pyromaniac. It's free. And hit that notification bell so you can go ahead and get notifications when we go live or upload. But if you don't get notifications from YouTube or Twitch, you can go ahead and text Blaze. That's right, BLAZE to 833-793-2423. Again, that's 833-793-2423. And you'll be able to go ahead and get direct messages from Pyro Media. So welcome, everybody. Who is in the building? Keith Reynolds is in the building. What's up, King? Hey, Kwame, what is the best way to contact you outside of YouTube? Either IG or Facebook. I'm Kwame Speaks Official everywhere. Yes. Auntie Deb is in the building. What is going on, Auntie Deb? Yes, Queen. Yes, one of the best mods over there on Jives Nation. Shout out to King Jives and the Jives Nation family. We appreciate you. Michaela, what's up, sis? We love you, little sister. Appreciate you. Yes. Greetings. Hey, Dr. Holt, what is going on? We are happy to see you, sir. God bless you and your family. Yes. Let's see who is in the building. Yes. Everybody saying hi, Dominic. Hi, Kwame. What's up? Yes. Hey there, Just Dominic.
Guys.
Yes, we love you. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning on, and we appreciate it. If you have not done so already, like I said, hit that like button. It does help the algorithm, and share. Even if you share it to your own page on YouTube, it does help. And we appreciate you coming on in. Okay, so and you can also follow Kwame. You can follow me at Kwame Speaks Official everywhere. You can follow Just Dominic at just_Dominic_music everywhere as well. So shout out to Just Dominic and myself. Also, if you're feeling so blessed and inclined, you can go ahead and send a cash app to myself at Kwame C86 or Dominic at Dominic L Pruitt with 2 T's. Yes. And Pyro Media has just gotten a cash app. So if you want to donate to the company, and those funds will go towards either our clients who may have a hardship and or those who we sponsor as well. So definitely shoot some blessings over to Pyro Media. That's $ Pyro Media, all one word. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some things. We actually have some breaking news before we get into the Maverick alert. I want to make sure we get in here. Are we in here? Yes. So we have some breaking news. Dominic, do you want to let us know what's going on with Superman Legacies, which just broke?
Yes. Well, we just got word less than an hour ago that principal photography has started on Superman Legacy. So, yes, they are over in New Zealand as we speak, filming and getting the Fortress of Solitude together. So that's pretty exciting.
That is very exciting, and just to kind of see things getting back in motion as far as like filming goes after such a huge break. So shout out to the film industry getting back on its feet. Dr. Holt says, "Greetings, Dominic and the beard." I feel like we should give the beard a name. We should give it a name. We should give.
We'll come up with something. Let's see what we come up with.
Right. Right. All right, y'all. It's time to get into the Maverick Alert. You know what time it is, and we got some stuff to talk about. Let's get on in it. If I could find, there it is. All right, so it's time for the Maverick Alert. First up, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. If you have not seen it, we're going to do a brief light review of it. Keith said, send you a message on IG. I know that's a AI generated picture, but his lips are just going. He's talking about Superman Legacy, the picture that we just showed for Superman Legacy. Hilarious, Keith. You're hilarious.
Well, there's a huge story behind that, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were just talking about that. As what's his name? James Gunn was just talking about that. And he was saying that picture of the new guy, I don't know his name yet, he auditioned. That is literally him wearing Henry Cavill's Superman suit.
Yes, but this picture is AI generated.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that
I
didn't see. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was talking about the suit. Yeah. There's a picture floating around out there, and people are like, is that real?
Oh, yeah, there's a picture of the Superman Legacy's cover. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I should have put that up. But yeah. I think we put it up last week, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Maverick Alert. It's time to talk about the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. Kayla's laughing. So first up in the whole situation, before we even start talking, we're gonna go into a deeper dive in the Unusual Mavericks podcast. That way we have a little more time to talk about it and really unpack that movie. But for those who don't know, we're gonna give a little bit of a spoiler alert just to be on the safe side. Okay. I don't know if my screen froze. I think my screen froze. So while we're waiting for it, so it looks like, can you guys hear me? Dominic, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure
good.
Can.
I think my screen froze. All right, so yes. So Crisis on the synopsis for Crisis on Infinite Earth, Part 1. Death is coming. Worse than death. Oblivion, not just for our Earth, but for everyone, everywhere, in every universe. Against this ultimate destruction, the mysterious Monitor has gathered the greatest team of superheroes ever assembled. But what can the combined might of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, The Flash, Green Lantern, and hundreds of superheroes from multiple Earths even do to save all of reality from an unstoppable antimatter Armageddon? DC's animated Tomorrowverse is coming to an end in an epic fashion with a 3-part adaptation of the classic and groundbreaking event series Crisis on Infinite Earths by Marv Wolfman and the late great George Perez. Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth Part 1 is an entertaining film containing a lot of heart as it follows several characters, but most notably the Flash, as they must all come together to prevent a threat that could wipe out not just their universe, but all of the multiverse. So, we saw it. What were your overall thoughts on it, Dominic?
I thought it was hey, Cupcake.
That beer equals sexy silver smoke. Hilarious.
Silver smoke. Love it. I got to use that. I think that Part 1 was a very interesting take. You said no spoilers, right?
Correct. Well, I put up the spoiler just in case.
Okay, good. Okay,
we'll go into a deeper dive in the podcast.
Okay. So I thought it was very interesting because we got a chance to see this from a very unique perspective. And the perspective was from a man slipping through time. It was very interesting. If you had the power to move through time and space and the multiverse, if that was real, you would land in every which kind of direction when you use that power set.
Right.
And so to see him slipping from being young to meeting Iris to being married to being old and the day of death. And it was very interesting to see all of that. And that constantly now in jeopardy of disappearing because you are now losing all of that with this whole crisis. So
Yeah.
it was really interesting to see. And they used him in a way that they never used the Flash before.
Yeah.
So I thought it was interesting. It was a good first part.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I thought it was good. I actually enjoyed it. I thought that I don't agree with certain people are saying that they're having issues with the animation. I didn't have an issue with the animation. I honestly didn't. I thought it was they said it was too comic booky. I didn't mind that. I thought it was pretty dope, but that's just me. You know, I don't know what the problem was, you know, with that or why it was, you know, why it was such a big deal for them. But you know, I don't know. I found, I don't know. I found it to be really, really dope. I found it to be really, really interesting. And so yeah, so I don't know. I go ahead.
No, you're right. That was the number one complaint online. People thought that the graphics, that the colors are very vivid, as in the poster that you even have up, and it does look like a comic book. Guess what, people? This is based upon a what? Comic book.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a really a great adaptation. George Perez, which was one of the first people of color at DC to illustrate such a very complex story that Marv Wolfman told. Marv Wolfman told one of the best comic book stories in his career. A lot of people don't know that he had a lot to do with the multiverse in Marvel as well. He also wrote over there as well. But to me, this was one of his best works for DC, Crisis on Infinite Earths. And it was fantastic that we got a chance to see so many different characters in the background. It was really cool.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll what I also enjoyed about it was that there were characters that I did not expect. What, can we just say it? I'm having a hold on one second, guys.
Say it.
Hold on one second, because I'm having an issue with my computer. Dominic, can you hold the fort until I reset real quick?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody, it's just me. So I seriously, strongly recommend the first part of Justice League Unlimited. If you guys have checked out the CW version of the same story, you are in for a refreshing retelling of that story. With the CW, it was a little limited. And if you saw it, it actually was really good. They really put a lot of effort into that. But this version of the Tomorrowverse, which just started like 3 years ago, you know, you don't have a whole lot of history, but they were very smart even in this and how they tie it in. Everybody, when you watch this, watch and see who the bum is on the street. There is this homeless guy on the street that's constantly kind of narrating and talking. And he is from the other connection. I'm trying not to give away too much, but he's from the other universe. I suggest even that you watch the last DC showcase, which featured Constantine quite a bit. At the end of that, there was a punishment he was going to receive. And so you see him again in this movie. And it's really cool to see Constantine again in this movie and the way they decided to bring him back. So, yes. So, any questions? Anything anybody want to talk about while Kwame figures out his computer situation? Anybody see anything good? If not, I'm just going to keep it moving. So, there is more speculation about Marvel. Moving on to Marvel news. We hear that there will be a Captain Marvel 3 film coming out very soon. It's in the works. There is a potential release date, and it's going to explore a whole lot of the Marvels within the MC universe. According to Yahoo News, Captain Marvel 3 will be the third and final installment of the Captain Marvel series. It will continue to follow the adventures of Kara Danvers, as we know, aka Captain Marvel, Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau, aka I think it's the Spectrum. I think that's her name. I think that's what they settled on. So anyway, you're back, Kwame?
Sorry.
Can't. There you go. I think I can hear you. Yes.
All right.
So we just moved on to the Marvels.
Okay, perfect. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, it's crazy with this computer. I'm gonna have to either buy a new one or take it in. Anywho, let's move on to the Marvels real quick. Did you guys finish talking about the Marvels, or you?
No, I just talked about that. Yeah, according to Yahoo News, that the Captain Marvel 3 will be entering the MCU within the future, and it will further follow the adventures of Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau, as they face new cosmic adventures throughout the universe.
Okay, can we talk about that for a second?
Yes.
I don't.
Do you want me to finish?
Oh, please go ahead before you. Yeah, go ahead before I go into it.
Okay, so what they're trying to sweeten the pot. This third film is going to introduce different characters like Beast from the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
So people are really looking to see how they're going to introduce him and how that's going to expand further the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they promise that there's going to be a lot of new action and character development for all three of these ladies. However, it will not be called the Marvels 2, since that was the biggest bomb of any superhero movie within the MCU, and even a bigger bomb than all of the DC movies, actually, to date. But this new movie, Captain Marvel 3, will be entering, we believe, the MCU within the MCU Phase 6. So what are your thoughts?
I don't like her. And when I mean her, I mean her. I feel like she is the reason why the movie kind of, didn't do too well in the box office. Not saying that we, what we've been talking about in terms of the economy and in terms of what's going on, but there's been a lot of drama, surrounding Brie Larson and the rest of the cast and the overall movie. And, at some point you have to stop being a diva and do your job. And it feels like, because, yes, I get it. It's contractual, blah, blah, whatever. But people are really excited about Photon. Okay. And really excited about Monica Rambeau, and really excited about, there's even a following for, what's her name? Miss Marvel. The young one with the 60 arms. So so why not come together and see how you get more money and bang for your buck? No, because she has privilege, because she's like, this is all about me. Then, and first and foremost, you weren't what we expected in the comics. Okay, you're not what we expected. How they brought you into the MCU is not what we expected in the comics. First of all, Tony Stark shouldn't have been the one to save everybody. It should have been you. Okay, that's here nor there. Okay, so you're not really that dang on important. And your first movie wasn't that great. I fell asleep. There was a lot going on. It was a little long. Okay, so the fact that
it made over $1 billion worldwide, so
that's fine and dandy.
To her as
that's fine and dandy, but guess what? Everybody's replaceable. So if she can't do it, somebody else can do it. They replaced Kang, or they're going to replace Kang, which we'll get to soon.
Yeah, and she's an Academy Award winner.
Whatever.
Please, let's not forget, she's an Academy Award winner, and they're gonna hang on to her. She doesn't have any scandal. She didn't get along with the actress who played Monica Rambeau, and Black Twitter tore her up for that, and that really hurt the film. So maybe she's getting it together. Maybe she realized her bag depends on it.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I have no comment other than that. I don't like her, and I'm not going to be buying this this show. I'm going to rent it, and actually, no, I'm not even going to rent it. I'm going to wait for it to come on to Disney Plus or Hulu. That's what I'm going to do.
They're going to be released around the same time to really draw a lot of to draw a lot of buzz for the film and recoup a lot of loss. They really took a hit on this film. So we'll see what it does. But Brie Larson is already in the media talking about Captain Marvel 3. She's really hyping it up. And I think she's trying to save face and really say, me and the girls are really gonna, yay, yay, yay. Which she needs to do because, again, it was in the press for quite a while that she didn't get along with the black lady. And it was like, why aren't you getting along with her? What'd she do to you? What'd she do, girl?
It's Rogue so she can get off the screen. That's what I'm saying. Bring in Rogue. Bring in Rogue. Let's get rid of her and bring Rogue back. I would love to see Rogue come back. And I'm waiting for... That's really what I'm waiting for. I think X-Men is going to shift the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I really do.
Well, if they play it right, then Rogue is going to kill this Captain Marvel. She's going to drain her power.
Right. If they do it by the book.
Or I should say put her in a coma, not kill her.
Right. She goes in a coma.
Yeah.
But we could the True Rogue or Anna Paquin.
No Anna Paquin, child.
Now
she can sit at home.
Listen, honey, sugar. Anywho, let's see what's coming up to Netflix on the Maverick Alert. Now, y'all, I know we talk a lot about DC and Marvel, but this is something that I'm super excited about. Let me pull up my notes because I lost it when I was there we go. I'm super excited about, and I cannot wait for this. I'm a huge fan of this series. So they are bringing The Last Airbender to live action. They did a movie, but we're not going to ignore that one. That one's by M. Night Shyamalan. We're going to ignore that one. They really whitewashed it. It was weird. This one, it's going to be true to the story. Leave Anna with True Blood. That's what I'm saying. She was great in True Blood.
Oh, amazing. Silky.
She was great in True Blood. Phenomenal. But yeah, Rogue is not her thing. It's not her judge.
No.
But yeah, so The Last Airbender is coming to Netflix. I cannot wait. Hopefully it's better than the movie. I am praying it's better than the movie. Already, I'm liking it thus far from when I'm hearing about it. Because, let me just read what the stats say. The full trailer for the action version of Nickelodeon's Avatar, The Last Airbender series, has arrived. The trailer has fans buzzing for more. 2024 is going to be a big year for fans, and I'm really excited about this. I cannot wait for this. First of all, I really want to commend the casting because finally we have a true... Yes. I don't like when things are whitewashed. I think they did a great job at casting.
Wait, you missed someone. The crazy sister is also going to be...
Azula? Yeah.
Yes. She's coming into this... normally she comes in later, right? Mm-hmm. She comes in the part... But they're going to introduce her now because she's so cray-cray.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a big part of Zuko's growth. So yeah. But anyway, I'm a huge fan of I have not finished the last Korra, the last or the new Airbender with Korra. I am a huge fan of the original Last Airbender with Aang. So
well, guess what they're doing? Guess what they're doing this year, everybody? So not only are they doing the live action version of your favorite animated series, which you're going to see everything and more in this live action, which they include all same writers, all same producers, but they're going to go 20 years in the future and show them all grown up with married and children and all of that in an animated series. So we're going to jump ahead by the same people and see Aang and the rest of them all grown up. That's going to be so awesome. And then Lady Cray Cray too. We're going to see her, see what she doing in her straitjacket. Because she's crazy.
That's hilarious. I'm looking forward to seeing how they bring about Zosman's comment. How they bring this whole thing is just looking really, really dope. I'm liking the graphics from the pictures I'm seeing. It looks like it's going to be a really, really true to story situation. So I'm here for it. I'm happy that they actually brought in, because I didn't think they weren't going to do it. I didn't think they were going to get enough funding for it. But the last Airbender, I'm even seeing that that it's a bigger fan base than I even thought it was. So I understood Azula character the most, right? Didn't you understand? Like I kind of resonated with her a little bit. She's on a different level of Krang.
Look, there she is, right there.
Yeah, she's right up there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Ooh, that girl. Woo.
Mm-mm. I resonated with Aang the most, though. Like I just understood him.
Yeah, I loved Aang.
But I loved Toph. I got Toph. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm here, girl.
Yeah, I liked her too. I thought she was a blossoming lesbian, but it was interesting to hear that she wasn't. I was like, she ain't a lesbian? Okay.
Help us, Lord. She had to work twice as hard to stand out because her father was not. And that's true. That's true. But includes the Maverick alert. We're going to get into some blurred news right after the commercial break. Until then, you guys, we'll see you on the other side. Make sure you guys share, like, and we'll see you right after this commercial break.
Did you know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bullet and Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bullet and Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bullet and Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bullet and Flight Radio.
Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. We're back with the unusual Mavericks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in and on your way out, and share and subscribe if you haven't done so. Make sure you also hit that Blaze. That's right, BLAZE. Text it to text Blaze to 833-793-2423. It does help the algorithm, and you'll get notifications when we go live and when we upload. So we appreciate you for all that you do. Also, don't forget to hit up Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world, and they are a 501c3, so you can go ahead and donate to them by hitting them up on Cash App at Bullet and Flight Radio, as well as PayPal.me/Bullet and Flight Pros. Get that 501c3 benefits back to you. All right, praise Jesus. Shout out to the pilots over there. All right, yes. All right. Let's get on into some things here. Oh, that's right. We're getting into blurred news, y'all. Blurred news. That's right. Blurred news, y'all. First up. Oh, man. We got so much to talk about today. So much. Let me pull up my notes here. First up on Blurred. Yes, James Gunn. We're going to get into DC. James Gunn is answering fan questions about the DC universe, including J.J. Abrams' Superman project. The DC Studios co-head took to threads to interact with his fans and confirm that Abrams' Superman Elseworld film was still in development. Will it be connected to the Matt Reeves Batman? We shall see. In 2021, it was reported that Abrams was producing a Superman reboot with Tanishi Coates attached as a writer. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing their name. No plot for the film was revealed, but this Superman would exist in an alternate universe, not the same one that Gunn is developing for Superman Legacy. So this universe is alleging that this Superman is, in particular, is black, and they're alleging that this particular actor is going to play that particular Superman. Now, I actually have a question for you, Dominic, because I know you know a little bit more about this. With Elseworlds, because you said that not you, but they said that there is some what do you call it? Well, I have two questions. My first question is: this is supposed to be in line with Matt Reeves' Batman, with the one with the guy from Twilight, right?
Possibly.
That's what they're
talk. Like if it does well, it possibly will be.
Okay. Then my second question is: didn't we report maybe a year or so ago about J.J. Abrams and Warner Brothers having an issue?
Yes. So there was an issue about that because at the time, this was before they hired James Gunn and Peter Safran to create Disney Studios. Okay. So they hired him to be the new Zack Snyder. And this version of Superman was going to be the main version of Superman, and people were like, no. Mm-hmm. And even black nerds were like, no. Give us other characters, the ones that we've been asking for years, not this.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
So he's going to be a part of the Elseworlds domain. So it means, I believe, it's going to be a part of Apple TV. I believe so.
So they have specific places for designated worlds and aspects of the DC universe? Or DC universe? J.J.
Abrams' production company has a deal with Apple. So they license the rights to show this Elseworlds. You all can check out this. As you see, there are pictures from a comic book. There's a comic book version where everyone on Krypton is black. Oh. And so it's a mini series, it's a limited series, it's a deep dive. And so people were fascinated with it. About 10 years ago, it had a really good comic book run. So he's going to adapt it. And yes, his deal is with Apple TV. So it's going to air on Apple TV, from my understanding.
And I love Apple TV, so I'm with it. I'm with it. Michaela said, "Good. I know that's right." All right, J.J. Abrams. I see you. I see what you're doing over there.
And Michael B. Jordan also auditioned for this role a while back.
We'll see if he
obviously it doesn't sound like he did, but we don't know yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, next up, I'm wishing this project luck because I really would like to see this come to fruition. I would love to see a black Superman. I do agree with other blurs that this is not really a focal point, but I could see it as a spinoff. You know, like I don't need to have.
It's an Elseworlds project.
Yeah, it's an Elseworlds. Right. I like that. Like we're bringing more of that into it, so that's cool. All right, let's head on over to Marvel Studios. Let's skip on over down the road and turn the corner. And first up, we have Marvel teases that What If Season 3, teases What If Season 3 with first look images. Having rolled out the second season of Disney Plus over the festive period, Marvel Studios has now given fans a peek at what we can expect from Season 3 of the multiverse spanning Marvel's What If. With the release of some first look images, teasing appearances from Sam Wilson's Captain America, along with Monica Rambeau, Goliath, the Winter Soldier, and Red Guardian. There's no word yet as to a premiere date, but in the meantime, you can take a look at the images on flickeringmyth.com. Thoughts?
I think they're smart. I think they've been listening to the criticism for 2 seasons. We've seen a lot of the same characters. We've seen Peggy Carter, and all the galaxy of the Guardian characters.
Mm-hmm.
And What If should be so much larger. Everyone's saying, well, what about any X-Men? You're not showing us anybody from that. We get a little bit of the Hulk, but we don't get any of the Fantastic Four. We don't get Galactus. We're not getting so much of the universe.
Yeah.
So it is kind of weird. We haven't gone into the Kree. We haven't gone into the Skrulls. And those are things that they went into in Secret Invasions. So why not show us a little bit more of what the Supreme Intelligence? I mean, there's so many places they could have gone and they have not gone. So I'm happy that they're going to show us more of Monica Rambeau. She should take us probably there into these places. And Sam Wilson as well, his Captain America. That movie is coming out very soon. So it's not a coincidence that they're kind of lining this up at the same time, because the live action movie will be out probably right after this airs. So but they should be doing that anyway, laying that groundwork. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I wasn't happy. I liked season 1 of What If. I was not happy with season 2. I felt like season 2 was a little bit all over the place, and I know that I know that What If is supposed to be alternates or alternatives to what we're currently seeing in the current MCU, but the issue is that for me is that the MCU this last phase and the last couple of phases has been all over the place anyway. So having something that's all over the place and then something even more all over the place, it just doesn't bring me comfort, and it makes me confused, and it gives me anxiety. So I need some type of semblance of, let's make this make sense a little bit. Let's bring things together a little bit. Let's go back to what our roots were as Marvel in terms of the first phase and how we brought a lot of things together, and the first couple of phases really, and how we brought a lot of things together and really kind of solidified an actual expanding of the universe. And let's not just throw stuff and see what sticks to the wall, because I'm kind of over it at this point. I really am tired of seeing stuff like, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Echo, but it doesn't bring me any. If they did what they needed to do in the first place in terms of keeping continuity in the timeline, then I wouldn't have mind Echo as a side thing, as an extra. Because to me, Echo, Moon Knight, even She-Hulk, those are things that are extra to what should be the main continuity of the line. For example, we had the first phase and phase 2, and then we had Shield, Agents of Shield. That was an extra, but it still came into it still maintained the continuity of and what was canon in the MCU. So it just was expanding the thoughts of everything, and the expanding the universe. And so I enjoyed that. I liked when they did certain things that just added some seasoning salt to everything. So I just felt like now it's just kind of like bland, and we're just kind of like all over the place. Let's just throw, like, kind of how we see certain things on TikTok where people making recipes that they shouldn't be making. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what is that? That's kind of what I'm feeling with Marvel right now. So until we get back to that space, then I don't want to see extraness that just doesn't make any sense. So don't just throw stuff. Don't just give me something just to appease me, because it's obvious. So both studios have had a very difficult time transitioning to a new universe. As we see, it looks like Marvel is working on, DC is a little bit ahead of Marvel, but this next year is going to be this year is going to be very interesting with Marvel, because we're going to get this season 3 of What If. X-Men 1997 is coming back, and these are all Elseworlds projects for Marvel as well. These are not main MCU connected projects, if you really look at it. So they're going to be, and then even with Deadpool coming out this year, that's not a part of the connected universe. So Marvel's kind of, it all over the place right now, but we hope that they kind of recalibrate and come back, because I love what I think that they can do now. Yeah, there's so much they can expand on and do, since they have the rights to far more characters. So we should see a more connected MCU. So, all right, well, we'll see how it goes. Next up, we got Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, Avengers 5. BGR.com reports Daniel Richman's newest reveal about Avengers 5 is accurate. The Marvel Insider says that Kang is still in the picture. The reason Jeff Loveness lost his writing gig has nothing to do with the pivot away from Kang. Mind you, some spoilers might follow, so just FYI on this, spoiler alert. Several months ago, word got out that Marvel fired the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanium writer. He was going to pen the Kang Dynasty script, and he made numerous comments about Avengers 5 and the aftermath of Quantumania. Quote, I thought at the time that Loveness departing the MCU could be a good thing for Avengers 5 because I was hardly a fan of Quantumania. The movie had such potential, but it turned out to be a massive disappointment. This was well before Marvel fired Majors. Rickman said on his Patreon that Loveness was fired exactly because of the Quantumania reception. It had nothing to do with Kang and Jonathan Majors. This contradicts Marvel Studios' official statement. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty is the title of Avengers 5, and as Marvel has changed it officially, Michael Waldron, who will write both Avengers 5 and Secret Wars, has a similar vision for the film. However, his Avengers 5 will reportedly involve the multiverse more than Loveness's script. Whew. Thoughts?
That was loaded. Well, I find it interesting that Marvel tried to say that they fired Jonathan Majors because of Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's what they've been saying. They're like, well, it didn't do well. And it's like, but you said something else a while back, that Kang and Jonathan Majors, they were good. But you all were going after the writer of that movie because it sucked. Now you're saying, oh, no, we fired Majors because of Ant-Man and the Wasp that came out 2 years ago? But yet he did Loki and y'all had him, there's other work that he was doing that y'all now erasing? It's like, come on, Marvel. Come on, Marvel.
You know, this is exactly why I'm not giving them any type of grace. And mind you, this is all alleged. We do not have any proof of anything. I want to make sure it's all alleged.
No, this is their statements. This is in their papers. So if somebody want to sue them, sue them.
Sue them. That's what they said.
Correct.
Listen, you know, we've been critical about Marvel and DC. We've been critical about, you know, the injustices and things that happen towards Black actors and actresses and Black crew writers. That includes writers and everyone, lottie-dottie. So I'm not surprised that a corporation is going to sit there and put everything on Jonathan Majors because it's just an easy thing to do. He's a scapegoat right now. But I think he was one of the best things in Ant-Man and Quantumania, to be quite honest with you. So there's that.
And I see what Michaela said is that allegedly he could possibly be going to DC, which the word on the street is Megan Good is signed to DC. She just did Shazam, both last Shazam movies, and she's signed to Warner Brothers, period.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't go to DC, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in a Warner Brothers film.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I think if he lays low.
Yeah, I think he's going to lay low for a little bit, but I think in that laying low, and this is a really great point, Michaela. Thank you for that. And I think if he lays low, and in that time that he's laying low, I think he's going to be kind of getting contracts together, working on shopping shows, shopping scripts and stuff like that. And I think he's going to come back with a bang because this was not something that it just didn't feel right. So
his girl is very well connected. Megan Good is very well connected and loved in the industry. She don't have no smoke on her whatsoever.
Nope. So, only scandal she had was a divorce, and it wasn't really a scandal. It was like, okay, girl, you got divorced. So what? People get divorced.
Exactly.
You know. So And if Megan comes back, or makes her have a comeback, you better kiss the floor that she walks on, honey. You better make sure that you praise her every second that I'm telling you, if she revitalizes your career, if she is your saving grace, if she becomes your lifeline, you better make sure that you don't ever, I better not hear nothing.
I know that's right.
Negative about Megan Good. I better not hear
ever.
That
Never
you over
ever.
there sniffing anything less than 2 shades of gray. I better hear nothing.
And stay away from them snow bunnies, Jonathan. You learned your lesson, I hope.
You better learn. We're all gonna tell you once. Next time won't be so pretty for you, sir.
And this hurt, so.
My God, on today. All right, y'all. We had our break already, so we're just gonna go ahead and get into our Maverick time, y'all. It's time for Maverick time. Whew, Jesus. I don't want to hear nothing. You guys know we've been following, not we, but Dominic has created this amazing series or segment called the Maverick Time, and basically we have been going back and looking at different aspects of people or different Mavericks rather, from people who made major impacts within the comic or Marvel, DC universe, the blurred world, if you will, in some way, shape, or form. And we started out with Helene Flowers, phenomenal gentleman, phenomenal king, doing great work. Afua Richardson, Matt Baker. Hey, Matt, what's up, girl? Co-founder of Marvel, allegedly. No, he was a co-founder of Marvel, right? Yeah, he was. Dr. Sheena Howard, excuse me. Aletha Martinez, the Dwayne McDuffie. Shout out to that king. He rests in heaven. Sanford Green, Natasha Bustos, Laiso McKeezy, Robin Smith, Jamal Campbell, Nyla Magruder, Anthony Piper. Hey, Anthony. Phil Lamar, Cree Summers. Hey, girl. Relax, release. Keith David, the voice. Keith David. Carrie. Oh, hey, Carrie Payton. How you doing, sir? And last week we did Kevin Michael Richardson. And if you guys want to take a look at any of the or our playlist rather that we did for all of them actually. For all, it's a playlist here. Where is it? I know I have the playlist. Yes, here it is. If you guys want to see the playlist of all of the shows on here, I'm putting it in there. I thought you said Adina Howard earlier. No, I said no. Sheena Howard, Dr. Sheena Howard.
Dr. Sheena.
Yes, Dr. Sheena Howard. But we have talked about so many great people and so many influential people. But today we're going to be talking about the one, the only, who is Anika Noni Rose. Now, for those of you, I'm going to let Dominic get on into it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is your
time. I was going to let you. I was like, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Dominic. It's your stage. I'm talking.
All right. So, those that are not familiar with Anika Noni Rose, you have been living under a rock, let me tell you. Anika, my good sis, was born September 6, 1972. She is an American actress and singer, best known for voicing, what's her name, Tiana?
Tiana, the princess, the first
African-American princess who starred in The Princess and the Frog in 2009. That's right. Mm-hmm. She has been named now. She is a DC legend. Okay. Mm-hmm. She was deemed that in 2011, as we said, becoming the first African American princess.
I'm sorry, you said DC. You meant Disney legend.
Disney. Okay. Yes, she is a Disney legend, and was deemed so in 2011. Let me repeat that. So, Anika Noni Rose she's been a voice actor for quite a long time, going back all the way to 1989, when she voiced the role of Rita LaFleur in The Simpsons. Okay, in 1989. Just want to go all the way back. I figured I would start all the way back and then go to the present. Mm-hmm. So, of course, she is known for her Broadway hits, A Raisin in the Sun, when she was nominated for a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress in a Play. She also won a Tony Award in 2004 for her role in Caroline or Change. So again, just a legend. She also won her Academy Award in 2006 in the film Dreamgirls where she starred as Loretta Robinson. Her role was so cute. She was, I am grown. You ain't grown, little girl. In 2009, Rose became the first Black actress to star as the lead, voicing Tiana in Princess and the Frog. In 2013, Rose voiced the character of Yamanda in Avengers Assemble. So again, Marvel. She's done her work in Marvel. Now, she's also done her work in DC. In 2015, in the animated movie Vixen, Rose was the voice of Kasua. In Vixen, she was the sister of Vixen. Very evil. Okay. Woo, she was terrible.
That was one of my favorite Vixen movies.
Yeah, that's the only Vixen movie, actually.
I thought there was no, she was in other stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking about
she's been in other stuff, but never the title role.
Yeah.
And so lastly, and not least, 2019, she voiced the role of Catwoman / Selena Kyle in this new Tomorrowverse that we've been talking about for DC. But one of my favorite roles that she did the voice for is for Voltron Legendary Defenders, Netflix original series. This is a fantastic series. For those who have not seen, I think, all 6 seasons, it is absolutely amazing. And the character is Axa. Axa, yeah. And very convincing, very amazing. Very amazing. Just great work. So she's really done her thing. So
and I wanted to throw in there just a shout out to Samuel for doing some deep dive research. She is on a personal note. She is married to Jason Durden, and Jason Durden is, you guys may remember him. He's an actor that known for playing Pastor Basie Shanks. Pastor Basie Shanks and Greenleaf. So shout out. They make a beautiful. First of all, she's absolutely.
They really make a beautiful couple.
She's absolutely, and he is fine.
Yeah, they're a beautiful couple, and they've been married for a little while too. So,
and she could sing down.
She can sing, she can dance, she can just do her thing. And so we don't even know if he can sing or not. Usually people come triple threat, right?
Right.
So yeah. So that is all that I have for you for the amazing Academy Award-winning actress, Anika Noni Rose.
Shout out to Anika Noni Rose.
And can you drop the links in the chat for everyone for Anika Noni Rose? All things that she's done, MCU and DCAU, Animated Universe. She's done much more than what we talked about.
Yes, and I'm dropping in, first off, her voiceover information, as well as her MCU and DCAU IMDb basically information. So I shout out to her and shout out to the work she does. You know, it's funny because we see a lot of these queens and kings and royal ones inside of other shows or movies or things of that nature, but we don't really know the depth of their stuff. Like, I didn't know that Cree Summers was like basically the queen of voiceover.
She is the queen.
She is like the queen of voiceover. And then with Keith David, I know that he did a couple of things, but as I delved in, like, I recognized his voice in so many different aspects of outside.
It was too much to read.
It was too much to read. It was a lot going on, and he is like basically the king of voiceover, if you will. So,
and it's cool to see her start in 1989. That was long before she did anything else.
And she don't look a day past 29, girl.
I was like 89.
You better get it, girl.
Okay. And she's older than I am, technically. So it's like, okay.
Get it.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Well, that's going to do it for us, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and rock out. We will see you guys next week. Right here on Pyro Media Network. Don't forget to check out Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Let's rock out to this new song. Yeah, I like this. Nice pick, Samuel. I like it. All right. We'll see you guys.
Good job, Samuel.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to stay unusual. We'll see you guys. Peace.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.